Hi, good morning, friends, and welcome to After GMS. We see several of you signing on by the second. Some of our regulars already chatting with us, so we appreciate you making us part of your morning every day at 7:45 on Facebook. I'm Megan Malaris alongside meteorologist Ed Matthews. Well, Ed, it's cold this morning.
Yes, yes, indeed. Boy, we went down pretty close to freezing this morning. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at those morning low temperatures across the area. Down to 33 at PTI, but Burlington went down to the freezing mark. 31 in Siler City and Sanford. Asheboro went down to 38, 35 over at Lexington, 33 at Martinsville, Virginia, and Reedsville and Danville down to 35. We head out west, 37 at Mount Airy and 36 over in Wilkesboro. Mountains went down into the upper 20s this morning. Few scattered clouds, but overall a lot of clear sky across the area, and that means a good bit of sunshine through the day today. High pressure building in from the west over the deep south. Our dry cold front that moved through last night moves farther offshore, and we're just kind of getting a reinforcing batch of chilly air that's going to be with us today, but we're going to start a warm up tomorrow. That area of high pressure moves to the Georgia, South Carolina coast near Savannah, and on the backside of the high, the winds turn southwesterly, and that little warm front is going to scoot right through the triad on Tuesday. And after being in the chilly low 50s today with a breeze, tomorrow we're up around 61. That's normal for this time of year. But what do you say, just for good measure, we go a little bit above normal? I think that's going to be the case on Wednesday and Thursday as highs top out pretty close to the 70-degree mark. Bundle up this morning. A little breeze will make it chilly all day with low 50s tonight. The winds diminish as we drop back to near freezing. 61 on Tuesday and mostly sunny. 69 and mostly sunny on Wednesday. The approach of a cold front will bring increasing clouds on Thursday afternoon. There could be a spotty shower towards evening and overnight Thursday night. But look at that high on Thursday, 71 behind the front. Then drop those temperatures back once again. Another batch of chilly air sends us back into the 50s for Friday and for next weekend.
All right, so our big story here today is Guilford County Commissioners revisiting the county's indoor mask mandate. Remember, it took effect in August when Delta was surging. Since the late summer Delta surge, we have seen our COVID metrics start to stabilize, and many people have said they want the order lifted. We're asking you here on our feed, what do you think? Should it stay or should it go? While you drop a comment here, WFMI News 2's Denise McMiller has what we can expect at the meeting tonight.
Well, after tonight, there's a good chance you'll no longer have to run back to your car to grab one of these because you forgot it. I know me, I'm good for that. And the reason why you may not have to worry about that is because the chair of the board of commissioners says he's on board to lift the mask requirement, and he expects his colleagues to vote to do the same this evening. And it's for good reason. This summer, county leaders said we needed a 3-week period where our county's positivity rate was at or less than 5%. And if you look at the numbers on your screen, we are at 4% positive over a 14-day period. And our daily positivity rate is also at about 5%.
We will lift the mask mandate. It will encourage businesses to implement their own mask mandate if they so choose. And also caution our citizens to be very careful, basically during the holiday season.
The county commissioner's chair said the board has met with the health director and other health professionals as they decide what's next for the mandate. And county commissioners say that if COVID numbers start to increase, mask wearing and other policies will come back. Again, tonight's meeting is here at the Old County Courthouse, and it will begin at 6 p.m. And we'll have more information on what else comes out of tonight's meeting on air and online.
There are several comments about this on my Facebook page. Michelle says, lift it. She said most don't follow mandate anyway. Our surrounding counties don't have mandates. City of Winston-Salem does, by the way. Cherie said, I'd like us to get through the holiday season before the mask mandate is lifted. Beth says it needs to go. Let people choose what they want to do. She said she doesn't wear one. Margie said, I'm wearing my mask regardless. She said she has all 3 shots, but is going to continue wearing her mask to give her extra protection. All right, so obviously a lot of split opinions about this. As far as the metrics that the Guilford County Commissioners set out during this initial order, they had said they wanted 3 weeks of a positivity rate at or below 5%, which we have met. It's at 4.5% when you average those. They also wanted, or at least the other option for a criteria to lift the mandate, was a 70% vaccination rate. We're not close. Only 54% of everyone here in Guilford County is fully vaccinated. That said, that is far better than several of our surrounding counties. So there's a lot, I think, for commissioners to consider. Ed, one of the school board members, brought up the fact that, children ages 5 to 11 have had only a week to get a first dose of a COVID shot. We're also heading into the holidays, and we've seen this uptick in cases in colder weather states.
Right.
Because doctors think people are spending more time inside. So that is obviously a concern as well as commissioners discuss this.
Well, I had thought all along this should be a personal choice. Now, whatever they decide to do at tonight's meeting, I totally respect that. But I can make my own decisions.
Right.
And my decision is to be extra careful. I'm going to continue to wear my mask. I'm not even sure I'll ever give up the mask. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll have to see how things go. But anytime I'm in a crowd of people, I'm going to a business, the supermarket, a restaurant, not only is it protecting me in a crowd, it's just being respectful to everybody else. So I don't see, my practice of wearing the mask really changing that much at all. And you brought up a good point about colder weather.
Yeah.
And what impacts that may have on the whole situation. But I think I'm going to continue to wear the mask, and we'll see how things go as we go into 2022. But I'm kind of married to that mask now. It's a part of my wardrobe,
Yeah. I think a lot of us feel that way. Roger put in a comment here on our feed. He said precautions work in harmony with one another. All precautions, not only vaccinations, are necessary. He said even though others might not wear a mask, he does, and he'll continue to take those precautions. I don't have a strong opinion about whether commissioners should or should not lift the mask mandate. Like you said, I think people have a personal responsibility to keep themselves and their families and others safe. I'm vaccinated, as I have shared, and I plan to get the booster. I always wear my mask when I'm out and about. But I admit that as a parent of a child who is too young to get the vaccine, he's younger than 2, he's also too young to wear a mask properly, I have concerns about this. I mean, It is a sense of comfort for me as a parent when we go to the grocery store and 99% of the people there are masked because it's required right now. When it's not, I think I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and seeing where I feel I can take him safely. But again, that's on me as the parent. That's not anybody else's fault, but I'm just sharing, I think, what other parents are probably talking about today ahead of this decision that's coming tonight.
And I think that's totally smart. You're a good parent. and you're just thinking about your child and protecting him. So I think that's fantastic. I think there are a lot of parents that feel the way you do.
Thank you. Yeah, so Kim said she's wearing her mask too. Things still too up and down in other cities, states, and countries. Scott is also planning to wear his mask everywhere he goes, taking no chances at all with his health. We also heard from some viewers, these comments are obviously refreshing very quickly here, who support lifting the mandate for reasons that we also discussed. People feeling like it's a personal choice, especially, if they're vaccinated and feel like they're safe. So anyway, that commissioners meeting is tonight at 6. Obviously, we'll stay on top of whatever happens, and whatever happens could obviously influence the school board's next decision as well. So we'll keep you updated, and I'm sure we'll continue this conversation tomorrow. All right, let's get to some headlines, and then let's talk about the Panthers. So go ahead and start weighing in about this while I catch you up On your news stories here this morning, the city of Winston-Salem's mask mandate is still in effect. Last month, Mayor Alan Joines listed the criteria for dropping it. Mayor Joines said the city must have a positivity rate of 5% or less for at least 2 weeks and fewer than 2 new cases per 100,000 people for a 5-day average. An update here, Greensboro Road has reopened and a man is in custody after investigators say he took off during a traffic stop. The investigation briefly shut down Cloverdale Drive between Normandy Road and Canterbury Street. Guilford County deputies say the suspect ran and then barricaded himself in that area. He's now in custody, and again, the road has reopened. We're anticipating an update from law enforcement this morning. If you're looking for a COVID vaccine appointment, you have so many options in your area. Some are giving cash incentives again. The state health department opened 9 walk-in locations across the state, including one at St. Peter's Church and World Outreach Center in Winston-Salem. Any adult who brings someone to get a first dose at the site will get a $25 cash card. Today, the North Carolina Forest Service will let local crews take over the wildfires still burning at Sorrowtown Mountain. The fire started Tuesday. Officials say over the weekend it almost doubled in size, burning 40 acres. But crews across the state have made progress. The Forest Service says 95% of the fire is contained. And as of last check, it has not caused damage to houses on the base of the mountain. The agency believes the cause was an unattended campfire. All right, let's get to what everybody's talking about today. Panthers fan or not, Cam Newton is back and everyone's buzzing. In North Carolina, he's in action with the Carolina Panthers after the team re-signed him on Thursday, a move a lot of people did not see coming. He joined the team just in time to take on the Arizona Cardinals yesterday, scoring 1 touchdown and throwing for another. We want to hear from you. What did you think of the game? What do you make of Cam's return? This viewer texted in saying, love his attitude, love his style, love the excitement he brings to the NFL. Whether you love him or hate him, you're talking about him. That's true. Andrea said Cam is back, so now I am back as a Carolina Panthers fan. Kathy said Cam's return is very exciting and gives the Panthers a mental boost. Anthony is not as optimistic, saying it was great and all, but when they start losing again, the fans will turn on him. Rita said his athletic talents and ability to work as a team player provide a shift in the sports experience. And this viewer said it was awesome. Welcome back, Cam. All right, I see so many of you starting to weigh in here on our feed. Ed, we'll start with you. What'd you make of that brilliant game and of Newton's return, not only to the game, but on the field?
Yeah, absolutely. Let me go back a few days.
Okay.
I was watching 4 to 5 when this broke, and my colleagues, Eric Chilton and everybody, were talking about it, and my jaw just dropped to the floor. No one, as you said, saw this coming, that he would re-sign with the Panthers.
Yeah.
Now, I was very excited and very happy about it. So, yes, I did have to tune in to the game yesterday. I didn't see the first quarter, but I saw the second and third quarter. And I got to say, Cam looked real good in that Carolina jersey, that uniform. Happy to have him back. Didn't expect it, but I think that he really kind of brings the team together. Carol said on our feed here, I don't think it was 100% Cam Newton the win. And you're absolutely right, Carol. But I think he, in a way that you don't even really understand, he brings personality and character and excitement to the game. And I think he just brings the team together and really kind of just motivates everybody. Yeah. And as I said earlier on the Good Morning Show, this was the most exciting game. Loved the win, but the most exciting Panther game I've seen in a long, long time. It was just enjoyable to watch.
I think it was the most exciting Panthers game we've seen since like 2016.
Probably.
When they won the NFC South and then made their Super Bowl run. It was certainly nice to see Cam Newton back on the team. You could see the energy he brought, from obviously his typical Cam Newton style to his shouting and ultimately being cited for unsportsmanlike conduct for cheering that he was back after that first touchdown. But all the players seemed excited and pepped up and ready to play. I know the Arizona Cardinals were down their starting quarterback, but so were we. Sam Darnold is out with an injury. PJ Walker and Cam Newton at this point are the backups. So we were playing with not our top guy either last night. I thought it was great how he came out chugging. Obviously, having signed with the team since Thursday, he did not have ample opportunity to learn all the receiving plays, but I thought the Panthers played him strategically, putting him out there with Christian McCaffrey, and then literally faking out the Cardinals for at least one of the plays I saw where they didn't know who was going to run, because when you put McCaffrey and Newton out on the field together, they're both runners.
They're both runners, yeah.
Who's going to take it? It's anybody's guess. But I thought P.J. Walker played really well, too. To Carol's point, it's a team effort. But you could definitely sense a change. And I just hope that this keeps up.
Oh, yeah.
You could see Cam even acknowledging that some of those throws were not totally on point, that he still has to get back in action. He's had some injuries. So we'll have to see how it goes. But hey, it's a new beginning.
It's a new beginning. Glad to have him back on the team.
Yeah. So let's see. Scott said Rams definitely top dogs right now. Okay, we'll see. The Rams used to be in my hometown of St. Louis. So St. Louis a little bitter about losing them. Let's see. Bobby's a Washington National Football fan. He said next Sunday should be a very good game. And then, oh gosh, I'm scrolling back up here because I know we had several comments come in at the beginning about our Carolina Panthers. Shalitha said, love it, good game, but it was Cam and his team that worked together. Such a great point. And we'll see how they go. They are rebounding from what was a 4-5 season, now 5-5.
Right.
They could have a shot at the NFC playoffs, at least compared to how the other teams fared this weekend.
Yeah.
So, they just got to keep it up.
Yeah. I wonder who we play next week. I was going to look it up earlier, and I can't remember. But I think this is just kind of the shot in the arm, if you will, that will motivate them having Cam Newton back, and the team just coming together. I think we're going to see great things ahead with Cam and the team. Can't forget the rest of the team.
Yeah.
So important, as you said, a team effort.
Yeah, so we do play the Washington football team next Sunday, which will be interesting with Ron Rivera now coaching the Washington football team. Of course, everybody remembers how tight he and Cam Newton were when they were on the team together, obviously took the team to the Super Bowl. And so it'll be an interesting reunion for them.
Yes, it will be, yeah. What goes around comes around.
Yeah.
These people bump into each other all throughout their careers.
It's full circle. Well, even Coach Rule and the coach of the Cardinals last night, they both coached college teams at the same time. So, and they're really good friends. And so that outcome, though, yesterday was not what anybody expected, especially the sports analysts, because the Cardinals were 8-1 on the season. Yeah. But when you're playing, I think, a tough team, you got to give it your all, and you have to give it your all. The expectations are so high, so you just go out there and you do the thing. And that's exactly what they did and came home victorious.
Play your heart out, and there you go. We got a W in the win column.
We sure did.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Let's get another one next Sunday. What do you say?
That sounds like a plan, yeah.
All right, let's talk about our forecast. Ed, some changes this week.
Yes, indeed. A little chilly this morning, down to 33. We're on our way to a chilly low 50s today. We'll be up around 52, and the breeze will add to the chill. Winds diminish tonight. We're back near freezing overnight. Tomorrow, kind of turn the corner and we start a little moderation in the temperatures. We'll be up around 61 on Tuesday. That's normal. 69 on Wednesday, and maybe some low 70s coming our way by Thursday. A cold front approaches, so clouds build Thursday afternoon. Thursday evening and overnight Thursday night, we could see a spotty shower. Don't expect much, but behind that front, oh yeah, we got another shot of that chilly air. 'Tis the season for those fronts to move down out of Canada and bring pockets of chilly air. So we continue to see up and down temperatures, which is typical for the fall season. We're a little down now. We're getting ready to move upward, and then we're going to fall back by Friday and the weekend with those 50s.
So the leaves have been spectacular lately in the Triad. I mean, absolutely beautiful. But I heard you and some of our other meteorologists talking that that's probably hit its peak. And at this point, from here on out, we're going to see the leaves start falling and changing.
Yes, indeed. But they have been, I think here locally. I hear they've been great in the mountains.
Yeah.
But I think they've been really nice here locally as well.
I agree. Along Bryant Boulevard, even if you take a drive down 220, I-74 from here to Asheboro, I mean, it's so gorgeous.
Really?
Don't need to drive 2 hours to see some beautiful fall foliage. Hey, thanks so much for spending part of your day with us here on After GMS. We'll do this tomorrow, same time, same place. For now, get out there and get to it.